streaming, especially for entertainment, they instantly think of what? Netflix. Okay, Netflix. But at this particular time, what I'd like to do is bring to your attention three other streaming video positions that will get us P.A.I.D. Okay, outside of Netflix. Now, Netflix won't be the only one to win for secular growth in the streaming video market. Now, in case you haven't heard, everyone is cutting the cord. This trend began back in 2012, shortly after Netflix split its streaming business from its DVD business and pioneered a new era of direct streaming television. Now, in 2012, traditional TV subscriptions in the U.S. peaked at 97.6 million. And ever since then, cord cutting has taken over, and it's accelerated with impressive pace. Now, cord cutting isn't niche anymore. No, it's mainstream. And many view 2017 as the year cord cutting went mainstream. Part of that is more widespread adoption of Netflix. Netflix did grow its domestic subscriber base from 49.5 million to 54.8 million in 2017 as the streaming platform's value grew thanks to things like Stranger Things and 13 Reasons Why and The Crown. But another part of streaming going mainstream is the emergence of multiple streaming services. Now, while streaming videos is still a Netflix-dominated world, it's not a Netflix-exclusive world. There are now multiple streaming services, and as cord cutting continues to accelerate, more people will be using these streaming services in addition to Netflix. All in all, streaming video is a secular growth narrative. But you don't have to buy Netflix stock in order to be part of that growth narrative. So at this particular time, I'd like to present to you three of my favorite streaming video positions that will get you P.A.I.D. Not to mention Netflix. First position I want to give you, believe it or not, is Facebook, symbol FB. You see, the social media giant seems like an obvious pick here. The company is a global internet platform with 2 billion plus monthly subscribers, making it the largest over-the-top content distributor with its own platform in the world. In this sense, all Facebook has to do to partake in the streaming video growth narrative is put a streaming service on its app. That's all. Now, indeed, that is exactly what Facebook has done. Facebook Watch is the company's new streaming service. Facebook Watch. They put it front and center, second bottom from the left on the bottom of the app. So it's hard to miss. That means 2 billion plus people are looking at that button at least once every month. Looking at Facebook Watch doesn't translate into Facebook Watch becoming a big thing, but it's a step in the right direction. And I do think that Facebook Watch will have a big 2018 thanks to its specific niche and worldwide reach. Now, Facebook is appropriately positioning Watch as a valuable tool for content creators to communicate with their audiences. Now, as opposed to pushing Watch as a new Netflix or the next YouTube, Facebook is pushing Watch to be a mixture of both, and that's very clever. Facebook Watch, much like YouTube, is trying to deliver short-form content that builds deeply engaging communities around niche interests like knitting, makeup, or sports, you name it. But Watch, much like Netflix, is also trying to deliver professionally produced shows. Now, in this sense, Watch is 2 parts YouTube, 1 part Netflix. And in that overlap, there's a giant market that has yet to be addressed in over-the-top entertainment. Now, if you want to watch a show on demand, you will tune in to Netflix, but need 30 minutes to an hour to spare. If you want to watch something quick and easy, you'll tune in to what? YouTube. But there is a dearth of professionally produced shows on YouTube. Where can you, pray tell, watch professionally produced shows that run about 15 minutes? Facebook Watch. As demand for short-form, professionally produced content grows in 2018, Facebook Watch will emerge as a major player in video that is streamed around the world. Family members, we see now what others see eventually. Facebook, symbol FB, with their Facebook Watch. Next couple I want to give you is a big boy. Alphabet, symbol G-O-O-G, a.k.a. Google. Now, think about it. Another obvious pick here is digital search giant Alphabet. Much like Facebook, Google has a platform, YouTube, with a bunch of monthly users, 1.5 billion. But unlike Facebook, YouTube isn't a social platform at its core. It's a streaming video platform. Now listen to me. Think along with me. Now in this sense, Google is already a part of the streaming video growth narrative through YouTube. But Google is about to become more immersed in the streaming video growth narrative than ever before, thanks to YouTube TV. You see, YouTube TV is Google's direct-to-consumer cable alternative. You pay a set monthly bill of $35 to access 40-plus live streaming channels, including all the big ones like ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, ESPN, and FX. You also get unlimited cloud DVR space, 6 accounts per household, and you can watch from a phone, tablet, TV, or a computer. Talking about that YouTube TV. Now that is a pretty compelling value proposition. After all, the average cable bill is $100 per month or more, and you don't normally get unlimited DVR space. You don't get multiple accounts, and you can only watch from a television with a cable box. In other words, YouTube TV basically offers more for less, assuming you only watch major networks. That is why YouTube TV has already crossed the 300,000 subscriber mark. Now, with cord-cutting trends only accelerating, it seems natural that YouTube TV will continue to grow exponentially in the foreseeable future. And consequently, over the next several years, I expect YouTube TV to emerge as a leading player in the streaming video world. YouTube TV, buying through Alphabet Inc., symbol G-O-O-G. And the third position I want to give you is Walt Disney Company, symbol D-I-S. Walt Disney Company, symbol D-I-S. Now, while my first two positions that I gave you were technology companies, this last position is a media company gradually morphing into a technology company. Listen to me closely. Walt Disney, once again that symbol is D-I-S, has been at the wrong end of this whole cord-cutting trend for some time. You see, the company owns a massive media business that has been adversely affected by lower traditional TV viewership. But Disney still owns some of the best content on the planet. Think ESPN, ABC, Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar. In totality, Disney's content portfolio is quite robust, and it has very high demand. You see, the problem was that Disney was pushing this content through traditional TV channels, but everyone is cutting the cord. So the company was pushing all this high-demand content through low-demand channels. Currently, as I speak, Disney is in the process of fixing this distribution issue. They are launching ESPN Plus this spring coming up. ESPN Plus. Giving you the information now so that you can see now what others see eventually. Now, ESPN Plus is going to be a direct-to-consumer streaming service for sports fans. With ESPN Plus, a person can now live stream any game or content on ESPN's family of channels. And more importantly, Disney is launching its own Netflix-style streaming service in 2019. That service will presumably act and look just like Netflix, but will have all of the Disney movies. Again, think Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar. All together, with its own streaming service and ESPN Plus, Disney will leverage its unparalleled content portfolio to become a major player in the streaming video world over the next several years. Family members, you want to get P.A.I.D. from additional streaming video big boys? You got to think about that Walt Disney, symbol D-I-S. You got to think about that Alphabet, symbol G-O-O-G. And you got to think about that Facebook, symbol FB. as you, me, we, the Ask the Wiz Wealth Institute family and listeners alike, we see now what others see eventually.